CMPA has a responsibility to maintain sufficient funds to support our 111,000 plus members and on their behalf compensate patients proven to have been harmed by negligent care today, tomorrow, and well into the future. Let's look at CMPA's unique financial model that supports our long-term financial horizon and summarize our 2023 financial performance. There are 4 key principles to keep in mind when considering CMPA's finances and our financial performance. First, CMPA provides occurrence-based protection. Physicians are eligible for CMPA assistance anytime in the future, even when they are no longer active CMPA members, as long as they were members when the care was provided. This means we must hold funds to support members and compensate patients up to 4 decades from the time the care was delivered. Second, members pay the expected cost of their protection through yearly membership fees. In 2023, we collected the membership fees needed for the estimated cost of protection for all occurrences taking place in 2023 for the next 4 decades. Third, CMPA is a not-for-profit member-based organization. As a not-for-profit, we do not seek to generate a profit. Our financial goal is to hold at least $1 of assets for every dollar of liability to appropriately compensate patients and support physicians. Finally, CMPA's financial model is self-correcting. Sometimes our actual year-end results differ from our estimates, creating an excess or a deficit in our net assets. As a not-for-profit, we are not allowed to pay dividends to our members, but we can increase or decrease membership fees from year to year to address the difference. Our financial model has several interconnected components: our net asset position, membership fees, medico-legal costs, the assets needed to pay for outstanding and future claims, and our investment portfolio. Let's look at how they are all connected. Our net asset position is the difference between the total assets of the association, which is primarily the investment portfolio, and the total estimated liabilities, which is primarily the amount needed for future and outstanding claims. It is a key factor in determining membership fees in any given year. Membership fees are used to pay the medico-legal costs of supporting our 111,000 plus members and compensating patients on their behalf. The changing trends in medico-legal costs, such as the cost per case, complexity of cases, and the volume of new cases, shape the size of the assets needed for future and outstanding claims. This is the amount of money needed to appropriately compensate patients proven to have been injured as a result of negligent care and manage future legal and administrative expenses. Our investment portfolio earns income to ensure we can appropriately compensate patients and fund future medico-legal expenses to support our members. Now, let's look at our financial performance in 2023. As of December 31st, 2023, our net asset position decreased by $121 million from 2022 to $983 million. This decline was by design, as we significantly reduced membership fees in 2023 to lower our net asset position, which was higher than ideal in 2022. The decrease in membership fees collected was offset by a strong return in our investment portfolio, which we'll look more closely at a little later. 2023 financial performance, membership fees. Fees were reduced by $99.5 million in 2021 and $200 million in 2022. In 2023, reductions were $362.5 million, for a total of $662 million in membership fee reductions since 2021. The total membership fees collected in 2023 were $199.2 million. One of our goals is to maintain relative fee stability. but our fees are impacted in part by the performance of our carefully managed investments and market fluctuations. As appropriate, we may lower membership fees when we are in a strong financial position and prudently raise fees when needed. 2023 financial performance, medico-legal costs. Membership fees help pay medico-legal costs, which include compensation to patients proven to have been injured as a result of negligent care, legal and expert fees, safe medical care learning programs, and the cost to run the CMPA. Compensation to patients is the association's single largest expense. In 2023, on behalf of our members, we paid nearly $308 million compensation to patients. While the total compensation amount varies from year to year, the CMPA has paid a total of $2.4 billion in patient compensation over the last 10 years, or an average of $241 million per year. It is important to note that compensation to patients is not equal across our 4 fee regions. Ontario represents 40% of our members, but this fee region has the highest legal fees and compensation amounts, so it represents more than 50% of our annual costs. Due to these regional cost differences, members pay different fees depending on their fee region. Each fee region is independent, and there is no subsidization between regions. Therefore, members in Ontario pay higher fees than their colleagues in other fee regions. Similarly, members in Québec pay the lowest fees in the country due to lower medico-legal costs in that region. 2023 financial performance, assets for outstanding and future claims. The assets needed for outstanding and future claims are the sum of all the estimated future medico-legal costs resulting from the care provided by members up to and including 2023. For care delivered in 2023, we ensure we have funds available to cover any expense related to care for the next 4 decades. As of December 31st, 2023, the estimate for all outstanding and future claims was $4.2 billion, an increase of $127 million from 2022 based on updated cost trends. Compensation to patients accounts for approximately 2/3 of this $4.2 billion amount. To provide impartial oversight of our actuarial calculation, we engaged an external peer reviewer, Ernst & Young, to perform an independent calculation which strongly aligned with our own. This was then audited by KPMG as part of their external audit of the CMPA's financial statements. 2023 financial performance investment portfolio. We target our investment portfolio to match or exceed a 6% investment return over the long term. However, over the past 10 years, we have achieved exceptional returns on our investments, earning a 7.1% compound annual return. In 2023, the investment portfolio had a net value of $5.6 billion, an increase of $169 million from 2022. The growth in the net investment portfolio over 2022 levels was due to overall market performance in which we exceeded our target, earning an investment return of 8.5%. Our positive financial position will help us to weather the volatile financial markets, fluctuating medico-legal case volumes and costs, and the recent high inflation environment. We continue to invest responsibly to maintain an appropriate financial position that ensures timely and appropriate compensation to patients on behalf of our members, protection and support to physicians, and safe medical care learning and research to support patient safety. If the financial market volatility continues, our financial position may be further impacted, which could lead to future increases in membership fees. As I conclude my financial update, I'd like to summarize 3 key takeaways. First, due to our occurrence-based protection, the CMPA operates with a long-term financial horizon of up to 4 decades into the future, allowing us to protect members and compensate patients today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Second, fee increases or decreases are the primary tool used by the CMPA to manage our overall net asset position. Finally, our positive net asset position in 2023 should provide confidence to members and their patients that we are there for them when needed.